guys, it's Unique with Unique Travels on TV, and I'm coming to you guys to make a video about VIPKID. This video will be about my mock 1 that I had to do. I actually had to do a mock 1 and a mock 2, but I'm sorry y'all, I had my mock 1 and mock 2 at 6 a.m. That's the time I set it for. And I just had my mock 2 today this morning, so I'm like super tired. I'm at school right now, waiting for my next class to start in about 30 minutes. But I officially got the job. I got my email maybe an hour or so after I got finished doing my mock 2. So yay for that. I'm really excited, even if I don't sound excited, just because I'm tired, you guys. But I just wanted to come and make a video right quick about the mock 1 and some tips and tricks that I learned. I don't have the mock 2 stuff in front of me, so I have to make that like when I get home. But about the mock 1, like I said on the demo, I used the teeth still. I drew teeth as a reward system for the students, and they seem to really like it. Of course, it's not a real student when you do the mock. That's something to know. When you do the mock, you think, oh, it's 25 minutes, I'm supposed to teach a real class, but it's not a real class. You have real slides and everything, but it's really like a demo, except longer, that you did in your interview, because you're still with an adult person who works for the company. And the way it works is you do like a self-introduction, and you give, kind of tell them your qualifications and things like that, like how'd you hear about VIPKID or whatever. And then you I'm sorry y'all. And then they have you what they have you do, they have you teach for 15 minutes. Then they give you some feedback, like what you did good, what they think you should change and incorporate. And then in the second half, you teach for 10 minutes, and you're supposed to incorporate whatever they told you over that 15-minute break into the last 10 minutes. And then when it's done, you talk again about what you did good, what you didn't do well, and you say your goodbyes, and that's it. The mock interview is an hour, but technically you're only teaching for 25 minutes. The first time for 15 and the second time for 10. When you do the mock 1, you are teaching I'm sorry, I hope I stop doing that. You are teaching a 5-year-old, just like with the demo, so they have very limited English. One of my things that I need to work on was my incidental language. They said I used too many words or too many big words for a 5-year-old who wouldn't know what I was saying. Like I said something like, oh my goodness, you're doing so great. They don't know what oh my goodness is, or awesome sauce. They don't know what that means. So just stuff like that I need to work on, that I didn't think was, that's American, and they don't know any of those type of words. But yeah, so you start off with introducing, saying, hello, my name is Unique, what's your name? And they want you to ask this, you wait for the student to say hello, and they want you to ask the student a question like, how old are you, or how are you, or whatever. You should actually wait to say how are you, because that's a slide on there, a how are you slide. So you should just ask them like, how old are you, or I can't think of another question right now, but that's what I asked. I asked, how old are you? Then you're supposed to sing a hello song. If you don't know, it's a slide that has the hello song on here. And it's pretty generic. You just say, hello, how are you? Hello, how are you? I'm fine, I'm fine, I'm fine, I'm fine, fine. In the teacher portal, they put a video up of the hello song, so you can know like how to sing it, or what tune, or whatever, what beat. So I just watched that video like twice, and it's so short that it got stuck to memory. Then they actually do an alphabet chant. So they had A, B, M, A, B, M. And they like, A is for apple, B is for banana, M is for monkey. Then they do it again. A is for ant, B is for bird, M is for muffin, or whatever. I got criticized on this because I didn't have the students sing along with me. So they was like, I should have said A is for apple, and then went like this so the student could know to repeat after me. Instead, I just sang it myself, and I didn't let the student like do any talking. You are timed, so you kind of feel the pressure, and because you're new, you don't know, it's hard to get it down to that exact 25 minutes. They said that's what they expect. I didn't get through to all the slides in the first, like my first go around or my mock 2, and I still got the job. So they said that's something that new teachers struggle with. Like after you start working, you'll eventually get it down packed. So don't worry too much about that. Then you had to review. These are letters that the students already know from a previous lesson. They're already supposed to know this. So you're supposed to review A, M, and B again. And they have alligator, mouse, muffin, bike, bat, and ant. And it says at the bottom, student matches the big letter with the small letter. So you just kind of like circle A, ask them, what do you see? And then they'll say A or whatever, and then you be like, okay, A is for alligator, A is for alligator, and then you go like this so they know to repeat you. They need to say, I see the letter A. That was something else I had to work on, was making sure that they use complete sentences. If the student gets the answer right, but they only give you a one-word answer, it's still not right in VIP's mind. They want to make sure the student is using full sentences as much as possible, if not every time. So when I said, what do you see? They just said A. They just say, I see an A, or I see an M, or whatever. And if they don't do it the first time, you can say good, and then be like, I see an A, and then go like this to make them say it, or whatever. And then you could tell them to draw a line. You could draw the first line, like to be a model. Draw the first line so they know what to do, from the big A to the little a, and then ask them to do it for the M and the B. This slide right here also has A, B, and M on it, and it says circle the beginning letter that has the picture. So this is a picture of a mouse, and it's an M and an A. So I'll be like, what do you see? And circle the mouse, and they'll say mouse. I see a mouse, and then be like, mouse starts with M, and then maybe make the noise and ask them to circle the M or whatever. So that's A, B, M. Yeah. So then this is the how are you slide that I was telling you about. I actually decided to change the order when I did mine. I did hello, my name is Unique, what's your name, how old are you? And then I did the hello song, and then I skipped the review slides and went to this one because I felt like it flowed better to ask how are you. Like, why would I ask how are you after I already had you start doing some work? You know what I'm saying? So that's what I did, and they was like, try not to do that or whatever. You just kind of skipped too many slides. If you skipped one and went back, okay, but you skipped like 3. So, she told me that, but I just, explained to her why I did that, and she was like, she understood, and it wasn't a problem. This is just a how are you, so you'd be like, I'm sad, and I'm happy, and I'm fine. How are you? And then they'll say, I'm happy, I'm sad, I'm fine, whatever. If they say fine, be like, good, I am fine, and then have them repeat it or whatever. Then the actual letter, like what I'm actually teaching, came up, and the letter was P, 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 P. And they want you to make sure you're doing the right phonics, like P, P, P. Not P, 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 because it's not like P-A, it's just P, P, P. So I watched that actually on another video, so I made sure not to do that. And then they had one with the trace, which I was trying to figure out how to do, but I actually saw a video where they were like, trace with your finger, let me see your finger, and just go for the P or whatever, just to do that. And it's pretty simple. So it wasn't that bad. Then I got Panda, which was the words I was supposed to teach. And when you like, this is a panda, and you want them to repeat it at least 3 times, that's what you're looking for them to say panda at least 3 times and practice the sound. And then they'll ask you then you ask them, what is it? And then if they say panda, you say good, but then you want them to say, it is a panda. And then go like this so you can hear them say, it is a panda. They do use TPR, total physical response, because my last video I couldn't remember what it was called. Total physical response. So that's when you're going like this, when you want them to notice what words you're saying, like panda, panda. Then you can go like this when you want them to repeat whatever you said. And you want to use small language like, can you repeat, or repeat after me? You don't want to say too much, and then like, what do you see, or what do you see, or however you want to do it. But yeah, like, my name is Unique, what's your name, stuff like that. Then I had pepper, and I kind of did pepper, and I'm like so they can know it was hot. And then what do you see? Or it is a pepper, so they can either say I see a pepper or it is a pepper, whatever. Same thing for pig. You want them to say like pig, panda, pepper. When you go to the slide, you want to make sure they say it 3 times, and they use it in the complete sentence at least once. Then it had some phonics, so it was A, P, and then it's like A, I, P, 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 and then A, P, ap, like app, like ab, like ab. Is this a B? No, it's a P. So yeah, app. So AP, and then you circle the A. What is this? Like, you don't have to. That was something else I did. I was introducing the slides, and they're like, don't introduce the slide. That just wastes time. As soon as you get to the slide, just start to it. So you just circle whatever it is on the slide. Like, you circle the A and be like, what is this? Then they'll reply, it is an A. If they just say A, be like, good. It is an A, and then have them repeat. Same thing with P, and then you can maybe ask them what sound does P make. And then you want to do the sound for A as well, like Then you want to put it together, the A and the P. And then down here they do BAP and then BAP, like all together. So you just do that with them and have them repeat after you. And they do it one more time with MAP. So it's like the A and the P again. So you just circle it, ask them what is it. It is an A, it is a P. Or you could say, what do you see? You can either use what is it or what do you see. They'll know those words. And you'll get like these separate PDF that has the objectives on it. So they'll have sentences that the students already know, and sentences they want you to focus on, like things that they want you to make sure the student says. So you need to hit those objectives. So saying it is a, or I can see, or I see a, are part of those objectives. So it's the same thing, like map, whatever. Then that's when the first slides were done, the first 15 minutes. So then we did some feedback, and then I do the last slides for the last 10 minutes, and it's activity time. So this one was kind of difficult for me because it says odd one out. Teacher asks student to circle the picture that begins with the different sound than the others. So I try to just make it as simple as possible. I circle pig, I circle panda, I ask what do you see, or what is this? It is a pig, it is a panda. Then I was like, with the monkey, I kind of made the little monkey thing, and it was like monkey. And I was like, circle monkey, and they circled monkey, and then we moved on to the next one. I kind of just told them what to do, versus trying to, I didn't know a good way to try to explain, like, okay, which one doesn't sound whatever. So with this one, I tried to do it right, and I was like, since they already did it on the first one, I was like, panda and alligator, which one starts with A? Or whatever, and make sure they repeat it after me. They have a 70-30 rule, which is where the teacher speaks 30% and the student speaks 70%. So as you do on the slides, you want to try to get them talking as much as possible. You want to wear your orange shirt. You want to be positive. You want to have a lot of energy. That was the feedback I kept getting, saying that I made my students feel really comfortable. I had a lot of energy, and even though it was 6 o'clock in the morning, Lord, I made it through. 2 times, Mach 1 and Mach 2, I did it at 6 a.m. just because they've, I guess, been filling up. They've been on a recruiting thing lately, so the times wasn't working for me at the times that I saw. So I was like, well, 6 a.m. would just have to be it. And I just wanted to get it done because they do only give you a certain amount of time to get finished. They only give you 10 days to do everything. So the first 2, they expect you to read and watch a million videos. Then in 6 days, you're supposed to complete the Mach 1 and Mach 2. You can skip the Mach 2. You might pass the Mach 1 the first try, and then you get to start the job. But they say it's very rare, only like 1% or something like that doesn't have to do Mach 2. So if you have to do Mach 2, don't get discouraged. A lot of people said they felt better about having to do the Mach 2 because you get to do intermediate. So you can use that incidental language and not have to worry about being marked off for it. And you can, say more things, and they'll know how to say more things than intermediate because they're 8 and they've been doing it for a while, versus a 5-year-old with no English at all. So then this one was a sit and stand, and I was supposed to make like the sound, and if it was like pig, if they were supposed to like stand up or and if it was the right sound, they were supposed to sit down. Basically, all of these are P's except for the Muffin. So the odd man out is you're supposed to sit when I get to Muffin and stand on the other two, or the other way around. Basically, it says teacher says a word for each picture. If the word is correct, pig, the student continues to sit. If the word is incorrect, like Muffin, the student stands up. Reward students for a job well done. So I just kind of was like, I just kind of went over them. I didn't have them sit and stand or whatever. I was like, that's too much. And she didn't say anything about it. You are allowed to like modify it and just try to be creative and do it however the best you can do. And because I couldn't find no videos going over that, I just did my own thing. And then this one, they're supposed to draw the little P, draw the little B, and draw the little M. I just had to do it with their finger again, like M, you know, whatever. So that's what I had them do for this one, the tracer one. And then this is the side that I actually had to stop on. So we were on this one when I was like P, can you draw a line from pig to P? And I had them draw a line, and that was as far as we got. As soon as we drew the line, I ran out of time, but there was technically only one thing left to do, and I'm glad I didn't get to this one because I was kind of like, what am I going to do? It basically has a picture of a pig, a panda, and some pepper. Okay, the pig is laying down, the panda's laying down, the pig in the corner looking suspect, and there's some peppers down there. And it says, teacher uses target vocabulary and sentence patterns to have a conversation with the student about the picture. Discuss the picture to extend learning. So I was like, what am I going to discuss about this pig standing there? You know, that was so small of a language, so simple language that they will understand. So I'm kind of glad I didn't have to do that one, and I ran out of time. And then at the end, you have a goodbye song. I didn't have to do the goodbye song. Like I said, I ended up stopping on this one, but just like the good morning song, they have a video for the goodbye song, so you can just watch the video and so you can know what tune to do or whatever. But it's still the same. It's really simple. Goodbye, see you next time. Goodbye, see you next time. Goodbye, bye bye, goodbye, bye bye. That's it. It's really simple. Even if you're not a singer, you know, it's not that big of a deal. I can't sing to save my life, but I still got through that good morning song though. But this video is kind of long, sorry, at 17 minutes. It's unique with NewTravels.tv. I hope that's helpful. And like I said, the things they're looking for is for you to be professional, have your orange shirt on, be energetic, be peppy, use proper grammar. If the student messes up and says "and" instead of "a," fix it or whatever. Say "good" and then just repeat it and have them repeat after you. Make sure they're using full sentences. These are just things that I was told that I need to work on for my Mach 2. I will come back and make a second video about Mach 2 and the things that I did or whatever when I get home, because I don't have the slides or anything here with me. Chris has her interview with VIPKID tomorrow, so we're really excited about that. I'm happy I have the job. Now in my teacher portal, I have to upload like all my documents, like my degree, my driver's license / passport. They actually do take out taxes. They don't take out taxes, but you are a private contractor, so they give you a 1099 form for taxes. If you're in the United States, I'm happy I'm not, so I won't have to pay any taxes. But if I was in the United States, I would end up owing the government because I'm a private contractor and no taxes are coming out. So that's something to be mindful of if you're at home in the States, that you will have to do a 1099 and you will get one at the end of the year, and you are expected to file taxes and owe money. I saw they actually have a few groups. They have a newbie support group on Facebook, if you want to look that up, newbie VIP teacher support group. So a lot of people were helping me out, sending me videos that I can watch just to get some ideas of what I should do. They also have like an African American Alliance VIP teacher one for, you know, us melanin people. And they have a VIP teachers only. I actually just got into that one. It's a closed group and you need to be an official teacher. So you have to like send them a screenshot of your teacher portal saying you are a teacher. Like that means you already passed your Mach 1, Mach 2 and everything. And you answer like 2 questions, like are you a teacher? Did you send your picture or whatever? And I got in and like I sent the request earlier today, and then like an hour later or something, so it's not that bad. But yeah, It's Unique Travels TV. Like, subscribe, share. I hope this video is helpful. I'm at 20 minutes.